Ahoy, hello, dear listeners. Welcome to another podcast. This time it will be a festive one because Christmas is just around the corner. So, if you are interested in Czech culture or if you are a foreigner living in the Czech Republic and you wonder what kind of happens behind the closed doors of Czech families, this podcast is just for you. So let's start with the basics. The most important day when it comes to Christmas in the Czech Republic is the 24th, not the 25th as in the USA. I will try to now tell you a bit about what happens on the 24th from early morning till literally midnight. It will be a bit tricky because every family has slightly different approach, but hopefully I will tell you about the most common approaches that you can see in the Czech Republic. So let's start with the possibility number one, and that's the traditional one, but also the most challenging one. If you are going this path, you will not eat anything till the Christmas Eve. So it means that you will skip breakfast, lunch, or any snacks or so. And I am sure that you can imagine that it can be quite challenging if you have small children in your family. But don't worry, chicks have figured out that there is one magical creature that can help with it. And here it is. Yes, you are right. That's a golden pig. The tradition or the superstition says that if you will be able not to eat anything till the festive Christmas dinner, you will see golden pig. I guess that you can imagine that children will be looking out of the window and trying to see the Christmas pig, and it's really kind of funny. And in the end of the day, there are ways how you can reward your family members if they were really able not to eat anything. Like, for example, there are these golden pigs made from chocolate, or there are many other types of sweets in this shape and color. And I'm now holding one that's made of wax, so it's a candle. So that's the golden pig that you can pretty much reward your adult family members. So the second route that the Czech family can take is the way that they will not eat anything with meat till the Christmas dinner. So there are several traditional vegetarian meals, especially for the Christmas day. For example, hoboví kuba. The third way that you can take is kind of not to care about any of those traditions and just eat any festive meal that you want to. When it comes to the dinner, all of these traditions come together and there will be one meal that's kind of the traditional Christmas one for pretty much all the families, and that's potato salad. Here is another tricky part. There isn't one recipe that tells you what should be in your family potato salad. So, pretty much all people have their own recipes and they believe that is the best one and the most traditional one, but it's kind of difficult to say. But for example, you can find there, of course, not only potatoes, but mayonnaise, carrot, peas, onions. If you want to get into this discussion with your Czech friends, just go there and be prepared to hear many different variations. And when it comes what to eat with this potato salad, that's another tricky question, and you will get different replies from Czechs based on their family traditions and regions that they come from. But the most traditional possibility is carp. And that's the fish that traditionally comes from ponds in South Bohemia. In this case, I kind of have to be honest with you, it's not the most tasty fish that you can find all around the world. So some families are choosing to eat schnitzel instead. Even though you don't like carp, it is still such a significant part of Czech Christmas that you kind of have to have the carp at home. And of course, I have it here as well, so I will show you. And as you can see in this case, it's carp made of chocolate and it has these kind of threads that we are getting to another kind of interesting thing about Czech Christmas and Czech traditions, and that's when it comes to the Christmas tree. I guess that you will see pretty much the very similar one to the ones that you can see all around the world with Christmas ornaments made from glass or even from plastic in past years. But in the Czech families, it's common that you will also see their ornaments made of chocolate. You can buy in Christmas markets or even regular supermarkets, all types of chocolate ornaments. And they can be made from dark chocolate, white, or milk one, and they can be filled or not. And there are different types of fillings. For example, it can be with vaječný liquor, which is a traditional Czech Christmas drink. It's probably pretty much the same one as in Germany or Austria, Eierlikör. It's a bit similar to eggnog, if you know what I mean. And you can also find lovely Christmas figures made of chocolate. I will try to put here some photos for you. In some families, they are putting there also Christmas ornaments made from something which we call gelé arabesky, and it is sort of a jelly ornaments. What you can also see here on this chocolate carp is this little bell, and that's when it comes to another significant part of Czech Christmas. That's kind of what happens after the festive meal. In this case, I have to mention who actually brings Christmas presents in Czechia. It is not Santa Claus as in the USA, it's not Tomten like in Sweden, it's baby Jesus, Ježíšek in Czech. And who is this Ježíšek? Well, it's the same figure that brings presents in Slovakia, Germany, or Austria. He works in mysterious ways, same as Santa Claus or any of these other characters, I guess. Usually it happens that after all meals are finished, one of the family members, usually father or mother, will go to the room where is the Christmas tree and he will kind of check if the Christmas presents are already there. And if they are already there, you will hear this sort of a bell that kind of announces that it's ready and you can go there. Once that people get there, they will usually appoint the youngest family member and they will go to the Christmas tree and read all the texts that are written on the Christmas presents and bring the gifts one per one to the person. And once that all those Christmas presents are sort of separated and brought to their owners, they will start with unpacking. Usually it's kind of one by one, not in the way that you can see in American movies that everyone storms to the Christmas tree and they start harshly unpacking with Christmas. No, it's usually a bit more decent, I would say. And I should also mention that usually among the Christmas decoration is one flower called Vánoční hvězda. That's the red one that you are probably familiar with. Another significant part of Christmas is one dessert or one baked dessert that's called Vánočka. In some families, they are baking it, and again, they have their special ways how to make this sort of dough and the dessert itself. You can also buy it in supermarkets or bakeries. So if you are around in the Czech Republic during these times, I recommend you to give it a try. And what happens after the dinner and after all the Christmas presents are unwrapped? Well, then there comes the tradition of watching a Christmas movie. Probably the most classical one is called Tři oříšky pro popelku. It's a movie which is also very popular in Germany, Austria, and Norway. It is pretty much a Cinderella story. I guess that you might be surprised that when it comes to Christmas in the Czech Republic, there is also one interestingly Christmas popular movie, and that's Pretty Woman. You can figure out why. It's pretty much a Cinderella story, just made for adults. I'm quite sure that you might be surprised even about another tradition that kind of happened in the Czech Republic, which is not a super religious country, and that's that after all this happened, people are going to midnight mass. It's pretty much a social event. After all of these festivities are over, you can go to the city, meet there with your friends, and listen to classical music in the church. And if you like this type of music, I can definitely recommend you to look up the one that's called Mše Vánoční, and it is from Jan Jakub Ryba. So I guess that now you know the basics about the Czech Christmas traditions, and I hope that you will have a lovely celebration. Merry Christmas, Veselé Vánoce, and see you next time. Bye bye.